here, you're on.
Okay. Mr. Sobalski's in the courtroom.
Okay, thank you.
I have a motion to enforce a judgment at 9:30 on Slomsky with you. And
Yes.
then there is a motion regarding a PPO on Jacqueline Clegg versus Barry Sobalski.
And there should also be one on Alicia Johnson and.
Yep, that one too.
Okay.
Yep. Are you on both of those
Yes,
on behalf of?
of Alicia Johnson and on behalf of Barry Sobalski.
Your Honor, I haven't been retained by Ms. Clegg or Sobalski on the PPO matters, so I'm not planning on being there on those.
Okay, not retained. Okay, okay, thank you. Yeah, they're on my docket and sittings.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right, so let me let my front of the court people in. So I guess I'll start with you two. Mr. Sobalski, you want to come up? Grab the paperwork. Let's plug in. Ms. Clegg is attempting to connect to audio and she, nope. All right, Ms. Clegg is now connected. This is in the matter of Jacqueline Lee Clegg versus Barry Andrew Sobalski on number 2019-46484DM. Ms. Clegg is appearing via Zoom separately from her attorney. Both counsel are appearing via Zoom and Mr. Sobalski is present in the courtroom. Ms. Iddings, it's my understanding your client has made a payment.
That's what I'm trying. Your Honor, I sent one to Ms. McGrain this morning. I'm trying really hard to send it to Mr. Raines, but my internet is not cooperating. He made a $3,000 payment this morning. And I sent a copy of that payment receipt to Ms. McGrain and Ms. Adams. And I apologize, Mr. Raines, I can't seem to get it to go through to you. Keep trying, but it's not going. So.
Okay. Mr. Raines, I don't have any reason to doubt Ms. Iddings on her payment by her client.
Your Honor, I would not doubt, Ms. Sitting's representation. I have not received a confirmation via email. Perhaps that will be coming shortly. I would just ask Ms. Stevenson if she has she acknowledged receipt.
When did you make it today?
I tried making it all weekend. Tried to get it online this morning. It looked like it went through. We came down here just in case to pay it in cash if not. So
if it was made within the last 72 hours, we will not have record of it yet.
okay.
So all right, so good. I mean, that takes you down below the felony level. Hopefully you'll keep it out and get that paid down. So what I will do is adjourn this out to, let's go out to August 5. Are you available that day, Ms. Sittings?
State.
Right.
I'm available in the morning, Your Honor.
Are you available, Ms. Sittings?
Your Honor, I'm actually out of state on the 5th. I'm gone.
Okay.
The 1st to
Hold
the
on.
12th.
Yep, I can get another date. Hold on.
And Mr. Raines, it looks like it did go through. If you can check your email. On my end, I sent, it looked like the receipt that I attached to the email to you should have just gone through.
August 19th at 8 AM.
That would work for me, Your Honor.
Mr. Rain,
At 8 AM, yes, that's fine, Your Honor.
okay, so Mr. Clegg, just remember your monthly payment is $775, so you need to make your minimum payment plus pay on your arrearages. So we will see you back then on that matter on August 19th at 8 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All
Judge.
right, thank you, Ms. Iddings and Mr. Rains. So, front row, anybody here for friendly court stuff? Okay, what's your name in the front row?
Ellinger.
Why don't you come up to the podium? Okay, so what is your name?
Christopher Ellinger.
Christopher Ellinger. Let me find you. Okay. This is in the matter of Ashley Lynn Ganels versus Christopher L. Ellinger, file number 2012-37584DS. Mr. Ellinger has appeared in person. So, Mr. Ellinger, in this case, you are ordered to pay $237 a month in child support. As of today's date, you have an arrearage of $13,218.74, which in the state of Michigan allows the Attorney General's office to charge you with a 4-year felony. Do you understand that? Okay.
Speak up, please.
You gotta speak up. So there is a felony for failure to pay child support, and you understand that once you're above 9,500 or 10,000, you become under the eye of the Attorney General's office. So you understand you could be charged with a felony. You understand that? Okay.
Sir, you need to speak up.
You gotta speak up for us. Okay, so we have not received a payment since May 15th of 24. And that payment was $82.96, and that was income withholding. So are you currently employed?
Yes, ma'am.
Where are you working?
CAC,
Where?
CAC Manufacturing in Jackson.
It's spelled CAC,
TAC, CAC.
TAC, TAC. Okay, and how long have you been working there?
Over a month.
Okay, and why haven't you made any payments?
I called and left a message reporting where I work, and I was waiting to hear something back. And
So you understand, like, it takes time to process an income withholding, and we've been unable to leave a message there. So, and our mail has been returned. So even if they're not taking out of your check, you still gotta pay it, right?
I would also like to make a payment.
I can't hear you.
I would like to make a payment today as well,
How much would you like to pay?
$250.
So why don't you go downstairs and make that payment? Okay, and then come back up. All right, perfect. Okay. And gentlemen in the back, why don't you come up? Okay. And what is your name?
Keegan Stewart.
Mr. Stewart, you got a receipt there?
Yes, I do.
How much did you pay?
I paid 100. I actually talked to Barb yesterday and we come to an agreement. I paid 100 today. I'll come in on the 1st of July, make another 100. And I'll do 100 a month till it's gone.
Okay. Let me find.
She did leave a voicemail downstairs too.
Spell your last name?
Stewart, STEWART.
So your case actually, in the matter of Vanessa Villegas versus Keegan Stewart on number 2007-31127DS has been adjourned to August 5. So as long as you're making your payments and you check in with your friend, the court worker,
When did it get pushed out?
when did you make the payment?
Today.
Okay, I don't know why. So maybe you've been making payments, I don't know. So, I show it got adjourned to August 5, so keep making your payments and, you know, check in with them beforehand. We usually know by Friday afternoon.
Okay,
So if you call the friend of the court, maybe, you won't have to show up, all right?
all right.
All right, thank
very
you.
much. You have a good day.
You too. A bunch of people, I don't know who they are, so. let's look at that. Oh. Okay, ma'am, what is your name, please?
Jody Buehrer.
Yep. All right, just bear with me for a moment, Ms. Buehrer. Think I have Ms. Moser. All right, Ms.
Yes.
Moser, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, this is in the matter of Jody Buehrer, or I'm sorry, Sharon Moser versus Jody Buehrer, file number 2012-37532UN. So, Ms. Buehrer, let's see. We issued a bench warrant because you failed to appear the last hearing and you did make a payment after that. And we dismissed the bench warrant. So on May 30th, you paid $270. Have you paid anything since then, Ms. Buehrer?
No, I have a payment for tomorrow because I have a doctor's appointment in Adrian tomorrow.
Okay, so you're gonna come make a payment tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so I will set this out to July 15th to make sure that payment was made. And Ms. Buehrer, if you make your July payment before that, you know, they may adjourn this, so you guys don't have to keep coming back in, all right?
Okay.
All right, so we'll adjourn this to July 15th, monitor that payment. All right, thank you, Ms. Moser, thank you, Ms. Buehrer.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Bye.
The matter of Dorinda Williams versus Timothy Williams, file number 1990-12245 DM. That matter has been adjourned to July 15th. In the matter of Shani Tyndall versus William Sager, file number 2000-22380 DP. That matter has been dismissed. In the matter of Raquel Tyndall versus Isaiah Kupshaw, file number 2007-32109 DP. That matter has been adjourned to July 29th. Ms. who's the caseworker on Timothy Ritzler?
That would be me, Your Honor.
Is that you, Ms. Stevenson?
Yes.
I'm gonna send you a chat, please. So if we receive that, we'll get that to you, okay?
That'll be fine. Thank
All
you.
right, that matter has been adjourned to July 15th. In the matter of Catherine Rink versus Michael Lewis, he's here. Mr. Lewis, you want to start your audio? That's file number 2009-34541 DP. So Mr. Lewis, things are going well. It got adjourned to August 5. So Mr. Lewis, I'm going to give you a phone number. I'm going to chat it to you, okay? On Friday afternoons or Friday midday, if you call that number, we may already know it's been adjourned and we can give you you can check on it.
Okay,
Because if you're making payments, they'll keep adjourning it and eventually dismiss it because you're being consistent. But
Yeah.
if you want to call this number and ask if it's been adjourned, you can do that on Friday, okay?
okay, but can I ask you a question though?
Maybe.
Since you are the judge, can you lower the amount?
Okay, so to get your child, I can't just randomly do whatever I want. So you would have to file a friend of the court petition to have your child support reviewed. And then they would run numbers based on your income and her income, and then either lower it or raise it. Sometimes they raise it. So, but there's a procedure for doing that. I just can't do it. Okay?
I can't ask you in court, huh?
No, you got to file a petition because notice has to be given to the other party.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you,
Okay,
Mr. Lewis. Did you get,
I didn't get it yet. August what?
it was set out to August 5th, and then my assistant's phone number I sent you. So if you want to check on Fridays whether your case has been adjourned, you can do that. It's a chat. Look under chats.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah. You can always call Miss Adams and see if it's been adjourned again. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good day. Thank you.
You too.
Okay. Let's see. The matter of Nicole Sanborn versus Keith Corley, file number 2012-38050DS. That matter has been adjourned to July 29th. In the matter of Amanda Clack versus Stephen Clack, file number 2013-39346DM. All right, I have somebody on an iPhone named Stephen. Could I have your name, please?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What is your name, please?
Stephen Clack.
All right, so Mr. Clack, your hearing's been adjourned to July 29th at 8 o'clock.
July 29. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Clack. Have a good day. Be safe.
Thanks, you too.
The matter of Mackenzie Anderson versus Nicholas Wagatha, file number 2013-39610DS. This matter has been adjourned to July 15th at 8 a.m. In the matter of Nicholas Reyes versus Christopher Reyes, file number 2015-41906DM. That matter has been adjourned to August 5th. In the matter of Terry Barnhart versus Jody Colress, file number 2016-43454DC. That matter has been adjourned to August 5. In the matter of Raymond Drew versus Sherry Drew, file number 2018-45391DM. That matter has been dismissed. In the matter of Amanda Wood versus Stephen Wood, file number 2020-47464DM. That matter has been adjourned to July 15th at 8 a.m. In the matter of Lauren Phillips versus Robert Phillips, file number 2020-47595DM. That matter has been adjourned to July 8th. Anthony, we've got 2 devices. Mr. Ruger, if you want to unmute your device and Ms. Hanson Grimes, you're on my 8:30. We're not quite there yet, but
Okay.
just bear with us.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, Mr. Ruger, I can hear you now. So,
Okay.
this is in the matter of Megan Sue Ruger versus Anthony Lloyd Ruger, file number 23-50368 DM. Mr. Ruger, we are here today on a friend of the court show cause. It shows that you're ordered to pay $1,327 a month in child support. And as of today's date, you have an arrearage of $11,749.88. So, Mr. Ruger, you are above the felony level where the Attorney General's office can charge you with a 4-year felony. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so anytime you get over 10,000, 9,500, 10,000, the Attorney General will review these files and determine whether or not to charge. And understand that usually involves automatic incarceration unless you can pay 20% of what you owe out. And it's a long process. So
Okay.
we haven't received a payment from you since December 2nd of 2023. And that payment was $255.29. So Mr. Ruger, are you currently employed?
So I was employed at Bowers Asphalt, which I was supposed to go back to, but they so kindly informed me April 1st that I was no longer employed there. And then my unemployment was held up, therefore nobody would hire me because I didn't have a valid driver's license. But I just now started last Monday at Buck Brothers Asphalt and Concrete in Toledo.
And it's BUCK?
Yeah, it's a BUCKBROS, and then asphalt, paving, and concrete.
All right. And, okay, so you started there last week.
Yes, so I just now was lucky enough to make enough money on a side job to get a phone. I'm at work right now. When I get a break, I was going to call family friend of the court so they could send the child support information to my employer.
All right, so Mr. Vasquez, the address for Buck Brothers is 2712 Victory Avenue, Toledo, Ohio, 43607. The phone number, you already got it, Mr. Vasquez, you already Google it. Like, are you way ahead of me?
Miss Stevenson has it, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. So understand, Mr. Ruger, every paycheck you get, if they don't take child support out, you need to make a payment. But it sounds like you probably also need to have an income review. Do you understand that?
What does that mean?
So anytime you change employment, your child support may go up or down, right? You
Okay.
have a very high child support level. You probably have a bunch of kids, right?
I have my 2 children, but I was going to talk with them. I did take a pay cut. My pay cut went from my
So,
41.
Mr. Ruger, that's what I'm getting at. So, Mr.
Okay.
Ruger, that's why you have to have your income reviewed. Like, you should have done it a year ago, because now you've got a year's worth of arrearage at $13.27 a month. But you have to come in or call front of the court and file paperwork for an income review. You're probably eligible for a free one, and it would just be you submitting your income information, her submitting hers, and they'll recalculate your child support, which may end up with it being lower. But you need to do that right away.
Okay.
All right. Are you
Yes.
still, hold on. Are you still on County Road H in Waseon?
Yes.
Okay. So, Mr. Vasquez, you need any other information from him?
No, Your Honor, I'm just queuing up the
Oh,
employer
Mr.
right now.
Stevenson, I'm sorry. Ms. Stevenson, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I've got it in here. I'm queuing it up to print out.
Okay, so Mr. Ruger, if you get a paycheck and they don't take your child support out, make a payment online, but then you need to request an income review. Can he do that today, Ms. Stevenson, or does he have to file paperwork?
Yeah, he would need to get the petition and file the petition.
Okay.
All right,
So
so either have someone come get a petition, or can we mail him one?
He can actually get it, if he has access to the internet and a printer, he can actually get it at the Lenawee County Front of the Court website.
Okay,
Yeah, so
And
just
then
go
I
online
just
and
mail
Google
that?
Lenawee County Friend of the Court.
okay, and then I just mail that to the friend of the court or have somebody come drop it off for me since the mail is slow
Yeah.
sometimes? Okay,
Yep. So, Mr. Ruger, don't wait on it though, because that's how you got in trouble this way. You should have done this a long time ago. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna adjourn this out to August 5
okay,
at 8 AM, just to monitor that payments are being made and we're receiving payments. And hopefully everything will be all set then and they'll dismiss this, all right?
okay, thank you. So August 5th at 8 AM.
Yes, sir. Don't forget, go online, print that off and mail it in. It's super easy.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Ellinger, you want to come back up? Okay, so we're back on the record in the matter of Ashley Canales versus Christopher Ellinger. So Mr. Ellinger has a receipt, and how much did you pay?
Your Honor.
All right, so he paid $250. So Mr. Ellinger, okay. All right, is there anything, Ms. Stevenson, you need from Mr. Ellinger? I'm gonna adjourn it, but
If I could just get the name of his employer again, please.
I work for Flexible Staffing at TAC Manufacturing,
so it's flexible staffing, and where's that out of?
also out of Jackson.
Jackson. So it's flexible staffing out of Jackson and TAC, what's the second word?
Manufacturing.
Manufacturing, TAK, right? Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so yep, until it comes out of your paycheck, make sure you just kind of go online or come here and make a payment, all right?
While I was downstairs, I made sure to get the information so I can make payments.
Perfect. All right, thank you. You're all set. All right. It's not connecting. Okay, Mr. Cole is not connected to audio, so I have Carissa Frederick. Ma'am, is your name Carissa Frederick?
Carlista, yes.
Carissa, okay. All right, there you are, and Zach Price is on the other side. So let me bring in Mr. Price. Mr. Price, if you can unmute your device, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is in the matter of Zachary Leroy Price versus Carissa Marie Frederick, file number 2018-45489 DM. We are here today on a friend of the court show cause. Ms. Frederick, you are ordered to pay $258 a month in child support. As of today's date, you have an arrearage in the amount of $4,313.50. The last payment we received was $2,749 from your income taxes back in March of 2023, and we received no payments. Okay, so ma'am, I understand you have another child. I understand that daycare is expensive. You stated that you were waiting for that child to go to kindergarten this fall before you could get a job, but you understand that that doesn't work for this because you could end up going to jail. Do you understand that?
I do.
If you don't have the money for childcare, DHS has funding that pays, almost all plus extra for childcare through different preschool programs.
Correct. He was going
you-
to a preschool program and I tried to apply for childcare so I could work and it was denied. I've never been approved for childcare.
Okay. So you have to pay $258 a month. And I don't care if that means you work a couple nights a week while someone else can provide childcare or whatever, but you can't just not pay it because eventually the Attorney General is going to charge you with a felony and pick you up and put you in jail. Do you understand?
Right. I do.
So who do you live with?
My husband.
Okay, so if you're married and he likes you staying home, then he better make your child support payments.
Okay.
Somebody's got to make them. So there's no reason he can't watch a child on weekends and you can waitress on weekends or do something.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so I'm going to adjourn this out 1 month for you to come back with a job, okay?
Okay. All right.
I mean, you could waitress 2 nights a week or something and make this. So I'm going to set it out to July 15th. And when we come back, I want some proof of employment of at least 10 to 15 hours a week so you can make a child support payment. All right?
Okay.
Okay. All right, Mr. Cole, Mr. Price, there you are. Mr. Price, thank you. Ms. Frederick, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Cole, can you hear me now? Mr. Cole, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So we have 2 files, one in the matter of Amanda Dolly Martinez versus James Cole Floyd, Floyd James Cole, I'm sorry. File number 2006-30142 DS. And in that case, sir, that is arrearages only. And you have an arrearage of $11,028.21. The last payment was April 24th of 2024, which was $500 to dismiss the bench warrant that had been active since 2018. And then we have file number 2008-32533 DS, which is Shauna Covell versus Floyd Cole. And in that case, you have a monthly charge of child support of $160 and a arrearage of $12,566.17. Again, on that one, last April, you did pay $500 to get rid of a bench warrant. So, Mr. Cole, I show since then, you've made no payments, and it's been 2 months. You've had 4 jobs that were terminated. Since the start of 2020, friend of the court has records of 40 different employment income withholding orders sent out, all of which were terminated with minimal to no payments. So, Mr. Cole, you are at the felony level. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
And you have a bunch of kids who need to be supported. So the whole goal is to get a job and keep the job and make your payments. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set our next hearing in person. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And you better show up with proof of employment. So I'm going to set this out to August 5 at 8 a.m. Because Mr. Cole, it is a crime in the state of Michigan to fail to pay child support. And you could be facing up to 90 days in jail on both of these for failure to pay child support. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, you do have a right to have an attorney represent you on this and all future hearings. Did you want an attorney to represent you on the failure to pay child support?
No.
Okay, all right, so Mr. Cole, August 5 is in person. And if you get employment and you can make a payment, contact your friend, the court worker, in advance. And they may be willing to adjourn it as long as we have employment information. But otherwise, understand that if you don't have payments made for, July and June, at least 2 more payments by that time, you could be facing jail that day. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll
Now,
see back.
I wanted to ask you if I'm trying to make these online because if I can't get out there to Adrian, what's the website to make those payments online?
So is it on our website, Lenawee County Friend of the Court website already? The
Yes,
link?
it is, Your Honor. Yes, it is.
So, Mr. Cole, if you Google Lenawee County Friend of the Court and go to our website, there is a link there to go to the online payments. But what's the website for this Friend of the Court for the state, Mr. Vasquez, called?
Your Honor, if he wants to make payments, it's misdu.com.
So misdu.com, Mr. Cole.
And he would just need to register with his case info.
Hold on a second. What'd you say, Mr. Vasquez?
I just said he would need to register with his both of his case information to make those payments.
Yep. So Mr. Cole, you would just go online and register once for each case to make those online payments.
Okay, and how can I get a receipt because I can make a payment today once we're done with this meeting. How can I get receipts to show that I paid those online?
There'll be a confirmation number once the payments are posted.
Yeah, they will they get confirmation. So it takes about 72 hours.
Okay. And one more question for you guys. Knowing that Shauna Cavell moved down to Tennessee, and I tried to see him when I went down there. But if I, my son's almost 18, but my little girl's not. If I wanted to try to get, to where I could see them, is that something I gotta try to open up since she's been a resident down there for a while, or does that gotta go through Michigan because the kids were born there?
Well, your Friend of the Court case is here in Michigan, so you would go through our courts, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you much.
Yep,
bye.
Bye. All right. And let's see, I got one more present. What's your name? Penny. Okay. All right, Mr. Sager, let me see here.
Yes.
Hold on 1 second, sir. All right, so you're William Sager, right? So Mr. Sager, in the matter of Shani Tyndall versus William Sager, 2000-22380 DP. Mr. Sager, you're the one that lives in Arizona, right?
I live in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Oh, I knew it was somewhere warm. Okay, I'm sorry. We met you the other day and it was a great pleasure. Your caseworker is, let me see here. Who is your, Ms. Stevenson? Who is this caseworker?
That would be Ms. Pelham.
All right, Ms. Stevenson, I'm not sure if you're aware, but there are 2 boys on this file, 2 young men, and they are transferred to Mr. Sager's custody in court. I think, well, I did one of them. I think I got your other son now too, Mr. Sager. But Mr. Sager probably needs to file something, or do you need a copy of the order from my file?
I think we could start with that.
Okay, so Ms. Underwood, you're all set. So Mr. Sager, our offices are all very separate. So what I'm going to do is put them on official notice right now. I'm going to order that child support be stopped today, Ms. Stevenson. And I'm trying to think of the date we were here. Mr. Sager, do you remember the date we were here with your one son?
With Sean, I believe it was June 3rd.
Let me look back here.
Is it
Yeah,
June 3rd or June 4th?
Let me look. All right, actually, Miss Stevenson, could you make a note that child support for the two minor children stops as of that day, June 4th?
I will do that.
And then I will get a copy of the order on the one son, and then the other one I think is coming up for hearing. So, all right. So Mr. Sager, your child support will stop, and there is an arrearage, probably, maybe, I don't know, but we'll figure that out eventually in the process. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Sager. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. In the matter of Deborah Dusso versus Arthur Davis, file number 1997-18607. This is the date and time set for show cause. This is arrearages only in the amount of $50,377.65. So I did have a payment of $123.45 on February 8th of 24. I'm going to issue a bench warrant for his arrest, and I'm going to set bond in the amount of $2,500 cash. All right, and I think that concludes our court docket. All right, so thank you, Mr. Vasquez and Ms. Stevenson. Am I missing anything?
I think so. Thank you, Judge.